Hello, everybody, and welcome to your first match of Season 2, the season opener for Nebula Series Season 1. For your matchup tonight, we're going to have Andromeda Horizon, a team previously in Division 5, which will now be in Division 4, facing off against the Timber Trolls. That'll be the only match for tonight, but joining me, we've got a man known by many for his casting prowess, who's seen the spotlights of Nebula's grand final stages. And even during his moments of early onset memory loss in Season 1, he's back and he is ready to help us out tonight. Give a warm welcome to Dusty. Oh, don't play the cricket then.
Paper in here, copy your chat.
I love soundboard. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am back.
Yep, so Dusty is back. They'll be your play-by-play for the first two maps at least. Following that, I will be...
I got the entire match tonight.
Oh, you got the entire... Alright, sweet. But following that, I will also
As long as it doesn't take longer than 2 hours.
Yeah, they better not. But following that, I will be your play-by-play caster as well. And let's take a look at these lineups already. We'll start off with Andromeda Horizon if you want to take it away, Dusty.
Alright, for Andromeda Horizon, we have Asian on DPS along with Jug. And then for tank, you have Mystic. And then on your backline, you have Quesadilla and Tuba. Now that just makes me hungry and it makes me want to play band. This. Alright, I'll leave you over for the trolls.
Yeah, I'll be going over the trolls for us right now. We've got Pete Zoiberg on the DPS. You got Curious Chico as your tank showing off the Rhine. You've got AV Sparkles as your soldier. You got Pratilus and Alucard on your support backline here, showing off the Kiri and Wu Yang respectively. And to start us off tonight, we're going to be going to Samoa.
Oh my god.
Samoa
I don't think I've ever seen this map. I think I'm just stuck with Oasis.
Yeah.
Trauma, bro.
Yeah, no. I'm excited to see some Samoa opening up here. Like,
what's our map pool again? I'm not gonna lie, what's the rest of our map pool looking like?
Oh, well, might as well take a quick opportunity to talk about it, yeah. So, Lijiang, Nepal, Samoa.
We can maybe swatch up the hybrid maps, but you know. The rest of it's pretty good.
Flashpoint, NJC, Serve, and Atlas.
Big
Escort,
Atlas fan.
Rialto, Route 66, and Havana. Push, and New Queen Street, Esperanza, and Runasapi. New Queen Street, kind of a little bit thematic with the current Olympics going on and Team Canada making it into the semifinals. But we should be going into match relatively shortly.
Last week, I was watching some of the Olympics, actually. I think it was the... I don't know what they called it. It was like short distance, like, ski racing?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Interesting.
They were going around in ovals, and they were tripping. It was really funny.
They were going in ovals. That's as much as we know.
Alright, that's as much as I know about the Winter Olympics. I know they have luge in curling and hockey. I like luge.
Fair enough. And hey, look at that. It's been requested a million times, but we have hero bans on screen.
Oh, we are so back, ladies and gentlemen.
Horizon banning the Ram, Timber Trolls banning the Reaper.
What is... Oh, what in the Roadhog?
The Roadhog. Yes, indeed, the Roadhog.
Oh, alright. Yeah, no, but starting off here for Andromeda Horizon, we have Jug on the Vendetta, Asian on the Genji, Mystic on the Zarya, Quesadilla on the Lucio, and the, Tuba. There we go. Jeez. Forgot what name that was. On the Kiri. And first map of the season coming up now. As for Timber Trolls as well, we have Zoidberg on the Sojourn, Sparkles on the May, Kirishiko on the Hog, Pratilus on the Moira, and Alucard on the Alari. Kind of an interesting comp here coming up from Timber Trolls, in my opinion, here, Cossack. As I feel like they're kind of going for like a poke kind of thing, but they also have the May because they can trap the Zarya off.
Yeah, and I mean, I kind of understand the Moira from a perspective of trying to keep some people alive with a lot of the burst healing. I'm curious to see how the Alari will do, but they might kind of work out pretty well here as they get an early pick onto Jug. They might be a very up-close and in-your-face type of comp and kind of drag you into the fray.
And I mean, since we've been gone, the dead has been released, and she's been very broken. I'll just say it. But I mean, Hog unironically is kind of good into the Vendetta just because she cannot block Hook. So if everyone's looking with your Roadhog for like 1 second, she kind of just falls off the map. Well, or the face of the earth, more accurately. But it's 20% and counting already. Jug gets bubbled already, but has already fallen back to critical health. 20% and counting. But look at this, Cosmic Mystic already has a grab.
Yeah, Mystic is super high charge. They just barely get taken out before they can get that grab, but I feel like them getting this high charge and being able to stay alive will be big, along with Jug being able to kind of do their own thing and aggress with those bubbles, as they will take down the Roadhog in the end as well.
Yeah, and that's gonna lead your first fight win to Andromeda Horizon. A very long first fight, mind you. And honestly, there's gonna be a lot of ults online coming up, but it's gonna be really scary because the Timber Trolls don't really have anything to counteract Mystic's grab here, which is gonna do a whole lot of, if you get like 2 people stuck in there, it might be a fight win.
Yeah, honestly, I would not be surprised if you see a grab blade type combination.
Oh,
we
it's
are
massive.
gonna see it.
The blade!
It's huge.
Make it 3, make it 4. Hey, Caustic, you like some pork chops?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
slice
do.
right
Slice and dice.
I mean, 1 sword was bad enough. Now we have a bigger
Now
sword.
you have 2
with that
swords.
one. Oh, jeez, this is getting ridiculous.
And you have both of your support ults as well, so you are ready to pop these support ults to kind of sustain if you need. And you saw some support ults from the side of the Timber Trolls as well. I mean, you saw the Moira pop the Coalescence to try and stay alive.
Oh,
you're going to find an early pick onto the Alari, and that's a really big ult to get rid of.
The whole hog trying to do something, getting nuked though by the Sunring Blade there. Mystic Hazel will find 1, Jug gets another. Tuba cleans up, and that's a pretty dominant round by Andromeda Horizon.
Very dominant indeed. I mean, Andromeda Horizon were in the Division 5 playoff matchups, and if I'm not mistaken, they might have rotted all the way to the grand finals. My memory is kind of
Pretty sure
rough.
they did. Pretty sure they
did.
won,
They
no?
might have won. I could be wrong.
Wait,
on
wait,
that,
this
but
is Div 5 or Div 4? I can't remember which
this is
Andromeda
Div
team was
4.
which. I think
But
they...
Horizon
Well,
was in Div
well,
5 previously.
Well, if they... Oh, wait. If they won Div 5, it makes sense that they're here, but if they won Div 4, it wouldn't make sense, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, they
My
were
memory's
they were in
bad.
Div 5 previously, and I think it kind of goes to show the experience level that a lot of these players have, and the experience of the coaching staff as well, as they have a very dominant first map, but Timber Trolls, their adaptability might come into play here, as we see a little bit of a comp switch here, so they might have identified a weakness that they feel strong that they can try and deal with, or maybe they feel a little confident going on the Zar v Zar mirror.
Maybe, and I mean, you also have the break to try to peel off the Genji. The Vendetta, not so much, because the character's scary. But in the meantime, points going to be unlocking early here with no hit scan for Andromeda Horizon, so getting like a good angle on the point might not be what you want, as the bubble is missed onto Alucard, but it doesn't matter. That's a lot of beam damage onto the Genji. Asian falls low, Jug 1 HP. Chico is somehow still alive, and I think Timber Trolls get the advantage of this fight, because now Horizon can't walk up whatsoever. Without your Vendetta, you lose so much of your damage.
They have the player advantage. The Zar is very high charge, so maybe they can use that to kind of put some pressure, but Andromeda Horizon will get mapped early.
Mystic just...
get point early. And now their Vendetta's going to be back, so now they can try and re-aggress, but they're down the Zar. That's going to be a big stagger pick, a big pick to kind of cause some staggers, as now the rest of the team's going to fall eventually. Losing that tank is a very big blow.
I'm starting to think you were right on the Zarya matchup, because Chico isn't looking too bad right now, just peeling their backline, and then as long as you keep good, consistent damage up here, I mean, you're already 3/4 of the way to a grab, 75%.
Yeah, I mean, really, the Zar, regardless of what elo you play it in, it can be very impactful depending on how well you can play it. You're going to see an early beat here for the aggression. It's a deal with take down the Moira. And the Jug will find too.
Vendetta Gaming leads, you know.
True
As
Vendetta Gaming.
we go. And now it's going to be around 28% for each side, and counting though for Andromeda Horizon. As it's going to be ult for an ult there. and it's going to be looking like a grab for a rush duel coming up to this next fight potentially. So you're just gonna need to be wary of these angles, because if you play walk face first the rush, you got to go for an aggressive grab, and they're looking, but Jug is able to walk in fast enough, so they just Chico can't do it, can't pop Q.
Chico can't pop Q in that fight, but they can look at this next fight as an opportunity to pop that that grab and then kind of get the point back in their way. I'm curious
Yeah.
to see if they kind of hold off on the Q until they have the ult from Pete to kind of combo
I mean,
with it to see if that'll help them at least solidify a map or a fight win so that they can get some map progress.
true. Looks
They
like
have
the
to deal
Thunder
with
Rain
the
Blaze
Venom.
coming up from Jug. Look for the break. Slices Alucard in half. Down the middle. That must hurt. As Jug is going to start cleaning up the backline, finding 3. Looking for 4. Where the Moira's able to get away for a little bit, but Jug isn't done and gets 5. Now last fight territory here for Samoa. Almost said Oasis. Got me messed up. Now, around 15 seconds ago, you do have 3 ults for Timber Trolls, but who's going to be able to touch? Do you have, like, a soldier, maybe?
I feel like your best bet is going to be the
Chico's on
soldier.
the Rhine.
They have to do an off angle, try and touch as
AV's
best as
going.
they can. But that
But
is a
Asian pops the blade!
combo.
Finds 3, Alucard still alive, however, and you do get the touch from the soldier. You do have a Techno Flazer online. Asian gets the cleanup on the Genji still. It's one man standing, one man army here for the Timber Trolls as the soldier tries to run around himself for as long as possible. AV trying to survive, gets hit by the deflect, and it's not going to be enough, as Samoa will be taken in our first game of the season.
Yeah, very good showing from Andromeda Horizon. Good showing from Timber Trolls as well, despite the fact that they don't come out with a map win on it. You see the Zarya kind of works for both teams in this composition. You also get a lot of info on what you feel you'll need to do in terms of hero bans, what you feel you'll need to target, what you feel you might need to focus on, and this was just a very well executed ult situation from the team, so it's going to be interesting to see now going into this next map as we wait for options or as we wait for decisions on the map, what they end up deciding to go to and what they do for bans as well.
Can I guess?
Go for it. We can bring this back.
The Dusty guessing history is quite bad,
Yeah.
but just any escort map. That's my guess.
You're thinking escort. Okay. What about
Cause I
what
just
about
think it kind of
ban?
hinders Vendetta a little bit.
Okay.
And Vendetta's scary unless you want to like go to like a flashpoint, try to play aggressive, and ban the Vendetta. But I would like to say escort.
Now I will say
Not
Horizon do get first ban and side pick depending on what you choose in terms of maps. Like they will get first ban and side pick. Timber Trolls will
yeah.
get the second ban. So it's kind of difficult to protect a hero that you want to play, and you have to worry that they're going to try and protect a hero that they really want to play, which might end up being that Vendetta. So
Yeah.
if they do go to the route of banning that Vendetta, what do you, or banning a protect for the Vendetta, what do you feel would be the best play?
Yeah. I mean, wait, huh? Why's that out?
If Andromeda Horizon protect a hero, making it so you cannot ban the
Oh yeah, but
Vendetta, what do
shouldn't
you
Timber
think?
Trolls get first ban?
No, they get second.
But they lost the map.
Yeah, they get map pick and map game mode and map pick.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
a
weird.
little bit different from last season. Wasn't a year ago, but last season.
It's been like 3 months.
Yeah, so
Not
Horizon
even.
will get first ban and side pick, but Timber Trolls will get second ban. So if Horizon chooses to protect a hero so that protect a hero in the DPS side so that they can keep that Vendetta as an option,
Yeah.
what would you advise Timber Trolls to do if you were in the position of one of their coaches?
Ban Zarya.
Ban the Czar? Fair enough.
Look, Vendetta and Zarya go hand in hand.
Yeah, no, they really do when you think about it.
Vendetta with no bubble is a lot easier to kill, obviously, because she doesn't get a free 200 HP extra.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like on top of that, it's kind of just like a lot of the tempo goes away when you don't get your free engage with the Vendetta. So it's just super hard to like actually clear any important space without getting picked off, without that safety blanket.
That is very true, yeah. So we do have the map selection in. I'm curious to
Which is
know what you think, as they're gonna take it over to hybrid with the Blizzard world.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna. Not a big Blizzard World fan,
You're gonna
just
let
in
it.
general.
You're gonna let it stew a little bit.
The I like it. I love it aesthetically. I just don't like the map. As a tank player, not very fun.
Fair enough, but I can kind of see where they might look at it and say, okay, well, we'll be able to play a diva, a different type of hero or tank, that might help out. With that as well, Horizon getting the ban and side pick, they are going to opt into choosing to ban the Soj and starting on attack.
Okay. Hmm. Sojourn bans. I do not like. I do not. I do like not seeing Sojourn. There we go. Wow. Okay. What happens when you don't cast for 3 months, huh?
Yeah, I know. Having the Soj banned is interesting, in my opinion. I kind of understand to some degree where they might be going with it.
Yeah.
I feel like Soj can actually hold off and protect a lot of angles. But now the question is going to be what do you ban if you're the Timber Trolls, because you can't ban that Vendetta. The DPS role is already been banned,
Oh,
so
we
you
could
can't
ban
go to that
Winton.
Vendetta. You ban the Winston.
We could ban Winton. People like Winton on this map.
Ooh.
But there's also is the possibility of once again them just playing Zarya, so you could just ban Zarya.
It looks like they are just going to ban the Czar.
Now, I'm perfectly okay with that move. If you don't want to go down to match point super early here, if with how detrimental that comp has been for side temper trolls and fighting against it. So if you just want to get your one map quickly here and swing back momentum, I'd say this is where you can take it, deny the Vendetta a lot of easy high grounds because she just wanted that bubble.
Yeah, I feel like going with the Czar is not the worst play. I mean, maybe you look to try and ban that then next map if you feel that that combo is still kind of a menace to deal with. But
I mean, no matter what map you go to next, definitely for sure.
so I
Also,
mean,
we are.
yeah,
I do have a question since I don't think I checked.
okay.
Are all new heroes unlocked?
I believe they are banned for the first 2 weeks of
Interesting.
Nebula.
Interesting. I like
Now,
Emre. I like
don't
playing
quote
Emre. I'm
me
a
on
tank
it. I
player.
do like Emery as well. I've seen a little bit of Emery from.
That is correct.
Okay, well, that's
Cool.
confirmation.
Thank you, Miss Owner.
We will be going into map as well, so hero bans will be present, and I guess I will have to move those actually, because they
Oh
kind of
no.
hide up the score. Good
You
to
know what? You
know.
could place them right next to the like to Alucard and Jug, like the names. Yeah, that works. Yeah,
Hashtag professionalism.
hey, it's pretty cool.
Hey, we fix it while it's happening at least. Dan 2 is going to be a little bit off. But we are going to still see that Vendetta from the side of, from Jug, or not. Okay,
Oh,
way to just,
Sigma
shove it in my
Gaming.
face, I guess. They're going to go over to the Sombra. Just
Interesting.
taking my words and putting them right back in my mouth. But I do see the Winston. I do kind of like that as an option. I'm curious to see how heavily it gets countered, though, considering you are going to have to deal with that Bastion from the side of Zoidberg.
Yeah. I mean, Bastion's gonna be a little scary here, just because Bastion Sigma is a lot of good, just constant pressure, especially on the Mystic, who's probably not gonna have fun at all with his bubble. But Jugga is gonna just go
Ooh,
straight to point,
Jug.
try to force that
Yeah,
and
I
give
like this.
Andromeda to give them any sort of early space here. As you're trying to get the hack onto Alucard, but he's kind of getting beat by geometry here.
But you do force them off
so-
of that high ground, and that is a big factor. You can jump onto a target here and look for an Elam.
And they're already hitting the backline. But the Bastion's going to do a lot of early damage. That grenade's going to get everyone to half HP. Asian does get AV, however. So now it's just going to be a matter of survival, honestly, right now for Timber Trolls. As Andromeda's just trying to move around, find out Alucard, it seems. As they are moving pretty coordinated here. As they all take the high ground at the same time. But you still have to worry about this Bastion form here. As Alucard gets out of position, gets knocked out, but Chico gets Asian. That's a lot of their dive pressure gone with no dash to secure a kill. As Jug tries to find the Bastion, Zoidberg gets the Suzu, and does eventually follow the Quesadilla. But the rock from Chico might be enough to find a pick. Jug's still half HP. No one's going to be able to mark the Sombra out yet. But Chico gets another. There is a chance for a retouch here, Caustic.
There is definitely a chance. You are going to have a retouch from the Sig. I kind of like the position Jug is in with the Sombra, kind of just being able to hack literally anybody and getting value. They don't have to be picky about who they're going for in terms of hack, but that's going to be a C9 practically. I mean, the Lucio was there to be in your face, but still, nonetheless, you kind of get off of contesting for a second and they cap the point right in front of you, so tough to deal with, but you already have a beat. You already have that Kitsune Rush basically built up, and that's a great rock onto Mystic.
I didn't know Mystic was playing Venture, because he just ate that rock in the face.
Ah, nice.
Venture likes eating rocks, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, we can ask the voice actor, but the voice actor's already basically confirmed it, so.
They're a little goofy goober. I don't know if we can access that. I don't have those kind of connections.
So,
alright, but that's gonna be an early rush. Jug finds a pick, and that's a beat too. It actually does hit all 5. It's gonna be the Blizzard to counter, but a little late there, as Mystic is gonna get frozen. But you do force out double support ults for 2. I mean, you get honestly not a bad trade.
Yeah, not a bad trade at all. I mean, 2 ults for 2 ults, but you force out both Beat and Kitsune Rush, and those are kind of really powerful ults. Sure, you lose the Kitsune Rush for yourself, but you still have the ability to use this Wu Yang ult, this Bastion ult. You can use this Gravitic Flux if you feel that you need to use it. And Mystic's taken down already before they could even think about using Primal. So now
Everyone's falling low too. We got 4.5 HP. Jug has to get away. Has this EMP online, but not gonna be able to use it yet. As we have 3:15 left to go. Gonna be an interesting ult fight coming up once again, as we just discussed.
And I mean, part of this big ult fight, a part that you kind of now have to worry about with that Sombra being in play, is that with Sombra in play, you have to worry about that EMP. If you use all of your ults, you just kind of stack them all up. EMP can
the Flux counteract the blade. Asian goes up to the sky. 65 HP. The Genji still finds one. The Primal on the point as well, along with the Wuyong ult. Wuyong's able to stun 2. As Alucard's gonna get a cleanup. No Curies in this fight anymore, as Chico's still half HP, just trying to survive. Forces the Quesadilla to half HP. The Jug gets a hack, and that should be the cleanup here for Andromeda Horizon.
Yeah, that should be the cleanup. I don't think they were able to stall on the point long enough, and that's just gonna basically be a team wipe. This is a really bad stagger situation for Sparkles, as they will get taken down. And they're sadly a stagger pick as well, so that's kind of a struggle now for the Timber Trolls. They have to kind of play this defense down a player and still find the value and set themselves up in the right positions. But they do have
now
that
it's gonna be the
Bastion ult, which could use to scout.
Jug still has his EMP. I think they're looking for it right now. And yep, that hits 4. Artillery strike to counter, however. Going to force them back a little bit now, as Andromeda still in the back lane for at least a while. And Asian fights 2 is going to be the beat from Andromeda to keep this fight pushing so they can get Zoidberg, because otherwise that turret form would have probably nuked most of them as the Genji hits the cleanup once again. 3 minutes left to go. You have a Blizzard for this recontest, and Andromeda only have the rush, so you maybe the Blade coming up as well. So you should be good to at least stall for a little bit as Chico goes over to the Roadhog, probably just trying to find a sneaky hook on anyone trying to dive the back line.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if that's the reason for the switch here. Maybe a little bit for the survivability as well. Knowing that they might be one of the primary targets for an EMP, but there's not going to be a touch.
There's not a touch?
There's no
And the Blizzard got
touch.
2. Chico just couldn't make it. Got knocked around.
Well, that is a tough way to end the defense for a team. Just not being able to touch at the end and having that be the reason why you're now kind of forced to go on this attack is a little bit of a struggle to deal with at times. But be interesting to see how they adapt from it, how they can pick themselves up after that.
Yeah. Let's see if there are any changes here actually coming out. As it looks like
Mystic on the
Andromeda is just
Sig.
gonna mirror the comp,
Yeah.
basically.
Effectively a mirror comp with a little bit of changes. I mean, the slight changes kind of make sense. I mean, you have the Mei, you can wall off some targets. You have the Bastion. The Bastion makes sense just to melt. I do kind of like Zoidberg being on this Hanzo, as much as it could be just a troll pick, like a caster curse type situation. I do kind of like the Hanzo pick. If you know that they're going to be playing up at that height, or even if you're unsure, you can shoot a storm arrow or a sonic radar dart over that way and kind of be able to say, all right, they're set up on this height, we know where they're going to be, we can figure out how we want to deal with it without necessarily having to put yourself up into this like this spawn chokehold scenario. But
Yeah.
early on, Mystic and
I'm not
Jug
gonna
are
lie.
taking this low ground.
I saw Malga and I just thought of the Mog champ emote that we're never gonna get. Never.
I'm gonna have to commission that at this point. I feel like I might as well.
Like, I feel like it must be done for the good of the people.
Yeah, that is true.
And now Chico does go over to the Sigma mirror. I mean, honestly, as long as you can survive the Mei wall from Andromeda, I feel like you could get a good push here. As long as you're able to get this Hanzo angle and force like maybe a Bastion turret form or something of the like.
Yeah, I mean, the Hanzo's kind of playing this flank style right now, kind of looking for an opportunity
Like
to
so.
maybe get an early
And Joe
pick
goes
like
down.
that.
Oh,
Force
forces
out the
immortality field as
ramp.
well. Zoidberg gets a lot of value on one flank, and it's going to force Mystic to walk back a little. Chico's going to be able to get a lot of space taken here, as the Timber Trolls are just going to be able to get moving. And
Yeah, really good
Agent
off
is
that
getting
first
close
pick. Like,
Blizzard.
very close to the Blizzard, though. They will have it, which could be detrimental here. You're
They're
gonna have to
looking. I can
hope
smell
that
it.
they
Sigma
can
eat.
it.
They get
will not
rocked!
be able to. The rock will go in and take down the Mei, however.
It's a
now
big
it's
Blizzard.
Fight cleanup.
Freezes 3. And Andromeda are still going to be able to hold.
Very good there from Alucard to kind of realize the situation and say, like, oh shoot, my Kiri's still in their backline. I gotta put myself in an angle where I can try and at least let them TP to me and stay alive instead of letting them get staggered. So now, despite the fact that you use an ult early, if you are... Oh gosh, excuse me, I keep yawning. Despite the fact that you use an ult early, if you're the side of Andromeda Horizon, you feel a little bit confident here. You already take down Chico, and now you're gonna have a little bit of an ult dump fight for both teams, honestly, with one ult advantage going over to the side of the Timber Trolls. As they're looking to try and use this off angle again.
I mean, you do have the Dragon split off any potential, like, escape, but I'm kind of worried here just because the Flux artillery strike combo, kind of scary. The artillery strike's just gonna go into the room, grab you.
It's
Ugh.
two!
Talk about a rock in a hard place.
Literal rock in a hard place. That is two off of the Bastion ult. Plus, being able to find two other people in that small room is beautiful to see. So
Yeah,
one ult
and now
for
this
effectively a
is-
team wipe.
Probably gonna be last fight territory here. I'm gonna be honest, Cosmic.
Yeah, I mean, 50 seconds depends on how fast the fight goes. If it's a little bit more of a stall fight, it'll be interesting to see, and it's also interesting to see
You
that
need
Jug
to be
here
worried about
has noticed.
Alucard half HP. Jug gets away, Mystic going for the Flux, sends one up. Gonna be Alucard, they get the trade. It's gonna be the counterflux as well, hits both supports. Able to find Quesadilla, Jug gets AV however. Is Bastion just gonna be able to get the trades that Andromeda needs, along with the amplification matrix? And Chico is trying to go to point, but you just gotta die early here. You just gotta move. You are able to force point, but that's all you're gonna be
Yeah,
able to
you'll
do.
be able to force point, but you won't be able to force it for long in that situation.
And you're not gonna be able to make it back. 15
Kind of
seconds
your
ago,
team,
you only
all
have
you
a
have is
rush,
Kitsune
and you
rush.
still
kind of
have a
have to
blizzard to
try and
walk
pop it
into.
early.
I mean, like, we could just see the blizzard go, yep, right there on the ground. And that's gonna be a full hold as we
Yeah.
take Andromeda to match point immediately here.
Jeez. So, I mean, Andromeda Horizon is a very experienced team. So, for the side of the Timber Trolls, you kind of have been put in a very, very difficult matchup, having to face off against a very powerful, honestly, one of the powerhouse teams of Division 4 right off the bat. But it's also a very good thing that you can use for VODing and figure out where they benefit the best and what really makes them as strong as they are, so that they can then you can then review it and be able to say, all right, this is the main things that they tend to do different from what we do. This is how they see success from it. We can adapt from it, and that might be a little bit of what's going to happen on the flip side here. Is we are going to have a 5-minute bio break, but I'd be curious to see if maybe one of the coaches is going to be looking to try and talk with the team and say like, hey, this is your weak points right now. This is the parts that they're capitalizing on the most, and kind of how to deal with it. But
Yeah,
for the
but
meantime, yeah, we will be on a 5-minute bio break, so we will see you guys all in a little bit. And welcome back, everybody. We have the next map pick for this third map here. Andromeda have an early 2-0 lead, going to match point effectively. We will be going over to Rialto, the escort map. What are your thoughts on this, Dusty?
Depends on what the bands are.
Depends on what the bands
I
are.
don't
Fair
really
enough.
know.
Well, I do have the bands. From
All
the
right.
side of Andromeda Horizon, they will be choosing to ban the Widow. And Timber Trolls will be banning the Lucio.
Okay. I don't really know how to feel about that actually. I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
Undecided,
I
I
know
guess, would be
Lucio
the
means
best way to
that
put it.
the Zarya comp will be a lot weaker, but the Widow ban is peculiar.
I guess in the meantime as well, we do have a swap as Arctic Spread is going to be coming in to replace Quesadilla.
Huh? What kind of
So
spread is it? What's an Arctic spread look like?
that's that's when a Canadian tries to spread butter onto a piece of toast or something. It's an Arctic spread.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, we're gonna be going into the map. The Widow ban definitely makes sense. I feel like the Lucio can make sense as well. If you feel like Lucio has been a menace to deal with so far, maybe you try and do that to slow them down, force them into like a Juno if they were kind of planning on playing the Lucio on this map. But I'm kind
Yeah.
of curious to see it as opposed to something like a Zar ban. Or a Winston ban for that matter, if you felt like the Winston was oppressive.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna comment on it just yet.
The specific support.
Yeah, the specific
Yeah.
support. We do have the soldier. We have the Arissa, Kiri, and Anna. We have a pause as well. So
Well, in the meantime, I have a suggestion.
okay.
We can like move the hero band things like under the map win total. Just look a little nicer.
Ooh, actually, you know what? It is actually a pretty good suggestion. It's like here.
I was gonna say like in exactly in the middle, like where the line would be for the color. Because I think that's the exact space.
Oh, it's like here.
No, like so do the Andromeda side first, like put it at the edge of the green.
It's almost like that.
No, just go quickly do the Andromeda side. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, kind of works. No, good shout. Good shout.
Yeah, because now it doesn't look like it's on there on the roster.
Yeah. That is fair. So, pause has been dealt with and fixed.
Lifted.
Might have been a setting that needed to be changed, whether it was a server or something else. We're not exactly too sure, but nonetheless, we will be getting underway here. You see the Hanzo again. It kind of makes sense to see the Hanzo. The Hanzo worked a little bit on Blizzard, and with that Widow ban, if you wanted to play that Widow to begin with, well, you have someone who is competent enough in the Hanzo to play it. From the side of Andromeda Horizon, they seem to be running the Moth.
Not a big fan. Not a big fan at all.
You're not a
I
fan
like
of the
Echo. I
Moth?
don't like. I don't like the moth. Uh, I wish like some like people do with butterflies. I wish this Mercy was I wish like Mercy's wings were just like put to a wall so we didn't have to see her anymore. I don't like her.
Well, geez, but the Echo
Evil
here is
character.
going to be looking to try and attack someone first with this
Oh.
dive.
I am quite curious on how the Eureka is gonna play into this matchup, though. I feel like it's just gonna be a lot of forcing Mystic to not have to forcing Mystic so he can't play the game at all. Really.
I feel like that's kind of the main goal. Forcing Mystic
My main
away,
goal-
and my main goal is to blow up. No, I feel like that kind of is the main goal that they have, that they're trying to accomplish with Mystic here, is just to blow up the Winston before they can really do anything. So they can't dive
already
in on
in,
the right
though?
targets, but they're in right now, trying to cause some chaos. Jug will find a melee onto the Kiri, but you'll
Chico
lose
finds
the
one, it's
Echo.
asleep. Jug finds both members of the back line, but that Kiri just TP'd into death. Basically, gets saved by the Winston bubble. And now, minutes run off the clock, no one's touching Cart, and Zoidberg is going to get Arctic Spread, maybe getting Jug too? I don't know, I believe in Lonzo. Only gets the care, breaks the bubble.
believe that they could hit the pick. The thing
Cart's
now, though,
finally
is
just
that the
moving.
Cart is now moving, so that is part of it.
Ooh, it's gonna
this
be a
is
matter
very
of
well.
who gets their ult first. We have a Rush on the way, and a Visor, and Terra Surge. So, this could be very interesting matchup here as Asian's gonna go to the sky, looking for their target.
Ooh,
But
Mystic's
AV finds
taken
Mystic, that's
down.
gonna be the tank out of the way. Also, guys, if you don't notice, look at the new Rialto changes. It's evil now, it's Talon-fied.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah. I don't like that statue. Not a big Vendetta fan after reading the lore, not gonna lie.
Oh, Dusty,
Oh,
you
you go-
brought up the lore. I have to say the thing now, as you are going to lose the Echo here. Did you know that
Well.
Doomfist is the only one without lore because Vendetta erased them?
No.
I've heard that thing so
No,
many times.
Doomfist, he'll come back.
He will
he'll come
return.
back.
He'll come back from the dead in Halloween. More
He
than
just
likely.
meteor strike. We just didn't hear
He
it.
just meteor
Vendetta had her
strike.
sound off.
But Pete Zoid here is going to use this recon arrow to at least point out that there is the Diva and the Genji. And
Oh,
that
there's the
Genji
blade.
will be a menace to deal with, as the blade's going to be
Ooh.
away, but they'll get
The defense matrix can't make it in time. Gonna be the Visor getting cleaned up with the Nano Terror Surge on top. Bit of a scary prospect here, but Asian's able to find Zoidberg. So it's a 4v4. There's still a Nano Arista on the point. A minute 15 left to go here. As Timber Trolls are having a very nice hold. The Echo's gonna go down, and the Arisa's gonna be the head scan cleanup crew, it seems.
Yeah, the Orisa was finding the value that they needed there. But if you're talking about different shades, this is a different shade for the Timber Troll. The Timber Trolls.
Yeah, you got it.
I was almost gonna say the Timberwolves, and I was like, wait, nope, that's
basketball.
different team. Yeah. But definitely a different shade. They've been playing
Oh,
this
that's what Arisa
defense with a lot of success.
Zoidberg gets picked off. It's gonna be a rush from Timber Trolls to try to counteract it. Not gonna be enough though, as the Arisa dupe gonna get a Terror Surge of their own. Clean up Chico, and that should be point. Quickly here, actually, for
Should be
Andromeda.
point, but hey, if you're the side of the Timber Trolls, you held them for a solid 3.5 minutes, as Juggle got taken out as well early on here. So despite the fact that the payload is now in the side of Horizon, it's definitely a good start, as you're gonna see the Reaper switch, but you still have the May, so I'm kind of, or the Mercy, so I'm kind of curious. Is this a pocket Reaper?
It doesn't look like he needs it right now. Oh, whoa. I thought a Mercy was about to fall into the
I
water.
thought so too. Maybe it's a pocket the Diva.
Maybe?
That's the
damage boost Diva missiles is kind of a scary idea in my head. But 2 minutes to go, you're already halfway through second point, and Jug's getting closer and closer to this Dragon Blade once again. And so for now, Zoidberg could just chuck the Dragons up into the high ground. A lot of members of Andromeda Horizon are in there, and the Dragons do come out. It's going to find one at least as the bomb finds two.
Two.
Okay, that just might be enough. It's gonna be Asian getting the cleanup here. As AV, it does
Good
find
season.
Arctic Spread. It's gonna be a close fight, as this Reaper is still in the back line. Gonna be able to force out the Arista and the Soldier, along with Jug on the Genji, should be just enough to get this fight win.
Ooh, really good play there. Really well played, kind of knowing when to aggress. And you're gonna see a switch here immediately. You're gonna
He's
see
just-
the hog now.
Oh, I mean, that'll be kind. I don't actually know how to feel about the Hog swap here into a Mercy boosted Reaper. Gonna be the Nano Hawk for the touch. Jug with the
slice and dicing.
Finds the Hanzo, look for the soldier too. He does not care if you are a old man, a woman, or, you know, Kiriko.
Baby.
She's her... Oh, I don't like Kiriko.
That, yeah. A baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that Kiriko is most definitely not the age of a baby. At times they kind of feel like a coughing baby when you have something like a blade and they...
No, I feel like she's more like an atomic bomb, personally.
Well, if you baited out TP and Suzu, then they're just a coughing baby at times.
Well, then she just two-shot headshots you and you lose. Oh, and Chico finds Asian early in this fight.
Really
It's gonna be 2 minutes left to go as you have a Valkyrie, but I don't think. Yeah, that's just gonna be wraps for that fight.
I was gonna say, I feel like Andromeda Horizon's not really gonna slow down the momentum, despite the fact that there was an early pick. But finding 2, that might be the difference.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, you have the visor, you have that Kitsune Rush, a pretty good combo. But you gotta worry about the Death Blossom.
Oh,
there
Asian just goes with the Blossom, finds it too!
Cool.
I mean, you do get the Defense Matrix and a Deflect. You kind of just... No way you can die there.
Yeah.
It's going to be the backline here for Andromeda Horizon, living alive and well, but Chico does find the Reaper before going down. Wait, what do you mean he's still alive? What do you mean the Roadhog's still alive?
Holy. Just
I was scared that he was going to get Jug.
I was about to say, if Chico was going to find more elims... Okay,
The
that
bomb
is aggressive.
I respect it, though.
I respect it as
Asian
well.
finds
That is an
Zoidberg.
aggressive bomb, and I love to
You
see
got
it.
3 ults online here. You could use the Rush Visors to a lot of early damage, but can you touch the question? That's a Rush Whole Hog. That's sure going to put a lot of pressure onto the Diva. As Avi finds Jug looking for more, Asian tries to get rid of the soldier. Not going to happen anytime soon, mind you. As last fight territory here coming up, and Andromeda have to run back to their spawn like 5 seconds ago.
Rush Whole Hog sounding like Bastion when they first
Okay.
when they first busted his attack
This
speed.
primary fire. I remember.
Yeah, that was a sight to see. But
We were there for that.
that's a good stop there. You got roughly 10 seconds left for Andromeda Horizon. You might be able to stop them
Jug
from a
could
full
build his
cap.
blade. If you can keep your Kiriko and Genji alive, you could do have a Rush Blade potentially online. But who gets to touch this question? This is a big Bionade from the side of Timber Trolls. As both DPS are actually going to go down, so it's going to be a Nano Hog on the point as well. The Rush not going to be able to do a whole lot as the Diva loses the mech. And that's not going to be a full cap from Andromeda. They've been slowed down. They've been stopped. Chico's just kind of evil on the Roadhog.
At the end there, just hooking onto the Kiriko that's trying to walk away and pulling them back to their death. That's a dirty move.
Yeah. Also, back to the lore discussion as I was talking about earlier. We gotta go back to this. We gotta go about why I don't like Vendetta.
Well, Vendetta is just really strong.
No, she was being mean to Sigma.
Oh,
So
okay,
I won't stand for this. Yeah, she locked him up.
Reminds me of that one time when I asked if Sigma could float.
He can.
Not like that's kind of one of the
Hey,
primary
Caustic
things
is Domino flying character.
God damn it.
She floats.
Yeah, no, she does. But we're gonna see the soldier again on attack. I don't hate the soldier pick, but double sniper from Horizon. That's interesting. Triple, technically, if you count the Ilaria as a sniper, which kind of depends.
I mean, Ana is a sniper in canon, so that's like 4 snipers.
Is Sigma a sniper?
No, he's Sigma.
He's Sigma. Sigma's his own category.
Yeah.
But you don't have a Kiriko to worry about any cleanses. That Alucard will have this Ana that can hit some of these antis and sleeps.
But so does Arctic Spread.
So does Arctic Spread. But
they both have nades.
They do have the Kiriko for the side of the Timber Trolls to maybe help out with if they do get hit with those antis.
So what are the odds we can get a hook on off the map? Okay, Jug.
Well, I mean, you might not need it if Jug's just gonna insta find a one-shot headshot kill. And I was gonna say it's gonna be pretty difficult anyways with the Sig shield kind of blocking you a fair bit, but now that they've gotten an early pick, that's going to help Chico a lot, as they're going to be able to take this off angle and try and find a final
Andromeda
pick
find more
with the
picks. Oh,
sleep.
the sleep!
Oh, the sleep
Chico just got to
was
run for it.
clutch.
And now that's already a minute burned off the clock here. As yeah, I mean honestly, double sniper is just gonna be. It's gonna be a matter of if you're confident enough to be able to match the DPS here on the side of Timber Trolls, and it seems so far that they very much are here for the side of Andromeda High Rise. It's a nice shield as well there from Mystic blocking the Roadhog hook as he looks again, and Zoidberg is on the high ground, but it's gonna be a trade.
A nasty pick from
They're still on the back
take it
line.
down. Yeah. Nothing is more scary than a flanking Roadhog if you don't have the right tools to deal with it. They do have the right
Flanking
tools. They
Zenyatta.
have the Ana, but if that Ana's not focused on that hog, it's a scary sight to see for any person, regardless of their role.
Yeah. Zoidberg falls low on the high ground, but now there's got to be Mystic finding Zoidberg. They had a drop actually. They walk into the Sigma, Mystic finds another. Jug has a Dragon Strike online, not gonna really need it though, as it's just be a rain of bullets as Timber Trolls have to evacuate from the point. Now half the time's been burned off, and a lot of dangerous ults are on the way here. As oh my goodness, you see that?
I do.
That's
It's a Rhine.
that's Reinhardt. Reinhardt, ladies and gentlemen.
I understand to some degree. I understand
Walk
you
on
go to
Mystic.
Rhine to walk on Mystic. I would argue maybe a Ram is
Dragons.
better, but the Dragon is going to force them all into the small room.
Everyone gets away. Mystic does have the flux. I don't know if it's needed though. Arctic Spread finds Avy. And so this fight's just gonna keep dragging on. And oh, the pin! Mystic's 1 HP, gonna get forced out. Almost gets the kill onto the Sigma. Not gonna happen though, as the Reinhardt's eventually gonna have to evacuate. It's just your shield's gonna take so much early damage here on these walk-ups.
Yeah, your shield is gonna get melted here.
I mean, honestly, just nano women charge in. Trust. That's my strategy.
Nano slam.
No.
When the
Oh,
slam is
speaking of a
built
slam,
to
there's the
have-
flux.
There's the flux. Good
And it's oh,
Suzu.
Suzu just denies everything. There's the right. Perfect. That's my strategy.
There's the nano.
Perfect.
There's the bob.
There's the bob. The sun. A lot of
another
damage as it
nano.
force out the nano as well. I mean, if you lose this fight for Timber Trolls, you do force out and everything from Andromeda, so you're gonna take that. And oh, there he goes.
Yeah,
Reset.
just a reset type scenario there. You have the Kiriko
And now you
rush,
have
though.
4 ults online for yourself for Timber Trolls. This should
Yeah.
be a fight win, as long as you can find someone to like clear the high ground. Like maybe you could send Avy over to like the far left, run around, go to the high ground, and just hit a quick rocket on someone in the face. But
Either that or you have your Soj kind of try and deal with the height. But someone has to.
yeah,
You're gonna see the Kitsune rush early here.
it's gonna be the rush.
You're looking for
You
this
gotta
left
block the
side.
shatter if you're a Sigma. Jug half HP. No one's fallen yet. The Rhino with the fire strike doesn't get the snipe. I was really hoping for it.
I was hoping they would get it too.
The Rhino look for the slam. Hits 2.
Nice, good slam.
Big
You'll
fire
find
strike.
one.
Is they able to clean
One
up
will be
2?
able to
Wait, Joe's
live.
alive. That's gonna be the visor. Avy's trying to find something, cannot. But you do have a soldier on the high ground now, trying to force this angle out. Asian 1 HP. The soldier gonna take the duel, but there's a Hanzo as well. The follow-up is there from Andromeda. Avy finds one though, looking for more. Jug half HP. Has to drop here eventually, as Mystic will not be able to make it to the point yet, as the Reinhardt's gonna still be able to stall for a little bit. The Riser's gonna pinch him off the map. Jug finds yellow card though. This is left side territory here. It's dangerous. Chico just can't survive. It's too much damage. They get a fire strike though. The shield is still up and alive. And if you can stall for a few more members to come back here for Timber Trolls, you could have a chance to cap this point. And he charges this thing off the point. Is that gonna be the cap? No.
Oh my
It's another touch from
lord.
Majora Horizon. Everyone's
That
having
was
HP.
so
Mystic
close.
could get the Seg 9. The Reinhardt up to the sky. It's C9. I respect it. If the
That
charge
is-
was right there.
That is tough. A very tough way to end off this series. If you are on the side of the Timber Trolls, you had it. You felt you had it in your grasp at least to be able to cap that first point and maybe force into OT and get the momentum going. But the Sig 9 at the end with OT, really tough situation. But well played on Rialto. Very well played from the side of Timber Trolls. A lot of promise was shown.
Yeah, that will be our series for the night, though. A 3-0
Yeah,
for Andromeda Horizon and Caustic. Who do you think? Who do we think is getting the MVP today?
that's a good question. I have my pick. I'm gonna say Jug.
Yeah, me too. I'm not gonna lie. It
Yeah,
was more of the DPS, but I feel like Jug overall did a lot. It was really flexible, actually, somehow.
yeah. Started
Going
with the
from Vendetta to Hanzo is.
Sombra Hanzo.
Oh, I forgot about. I blocked Sombra out of my head. I'm not
Blocked the
gonna lie.
Sombra out of your head. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would honestly say that it would go to Jug, in my opinion, um, as the option here, and we will be able to actually drag Jug in for an interview as well.
Oh, wait, we do that now?
Yes, we do that now. We will start doing interviews a lot more frequently. So
Yippee.
that was something that was requested a lot. That was something that was requested a fair bit, and I kind of I can't help but agree that interviews would be very nice to have. So we will have Jug, um, presuming that they are available to do an interview. We will have Jug come in for an interview, but if not, that will do it for tonight. So we will just wait to see if we get any word from Jug. But still, a really good match from both sides. Honestly, really well played from both sides, and I I feel like for the Timber Trolls, yes, this is a 3-0, and obviously that is kind of difficult to deal with at times. It definitely sucks from a team perspective. It can definitely feel like a little bit of a punch to the gut, but it does still kind of give you the opportunity to look back and say, all right, this is what went right, this is what went wrong, and coach this, because this is one of the stronger teams, in my opinion, in Div 4. Um, so
I would like to agree with you there on that,
they
for
have
sure.
incredible coaches and everything like that. And that's not necessarily to build them up or put anyone down. I just imagine that this team will be one of the main teams to kind of focus on, um, in terms of how they progress and what they can find in terms of like benefits and advantages. Um, so I would say this is a good early situation to have, where you can now kind of review some of that stuff, as we will be dragging Jugs in here for an interview. Um,
Let's
just
go. Oh, man, I'm tired. I woke up
so
early today.
it's the yawns that I was having that have spread over to you now.
Yeah, no, I had to wake up for like 5.
Oof. All right, let's drag Jugs in. Hello,
Oh,
Jugs.
oh, hello.
Hello there.
He's been
So
kidnapped.
you have been kidnapped for a little bit for the MVP interview of tonight's match. How are you feeling after that match?
Um, pretty happy overall with just the team and how we played. We went into it like all of our comms were really smooth. We fight planned really well, and we did not have like any little bit of um what's it called? Like we didn't get angry at all. None of us. Even if the fight went poorly, if we died too early, we didn't go in enough. We were chilling, you know. And my my teammates played the best they did today. And honestly, I think it should have been Tuba as MPP or Asian, but we all did good.
You, yeah, Dusty giving out support MVPs is rare.
Mm,
Yeah,
okay,
I
fair
did
enough.
Cause I
try
can't
and
confirm.
kind of focus on supports a fair bit, but you really had a lot of good picks early on. Um, I will feel like I will try and lean towards the DPS, but I feel you found a lot of opening picks and a lot of like really good really good momentum shifting plays. So that's kind of my opinion, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have Sean to thank for that, mainly because he genuinely like opened up more characters for me this season. Before I never played Hanzo. Um and initially I was only on the team really for the Vendetta, but the Hanzo I feel like it works really well with our team.
Yeah, and I
I build
mean,
Dragon quickly and my team knows how to go in off of picks.
yeah, and I mean, you played a little bit of the Sombra as well, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I did play Sombra. Um, you know, I feel like I could have done better on Sombra, but at the end of the day, my role there was genuinely just to pull attention. I pull attention, my team walks, we walked, we capped point. They were up in our face, we still capped, and it at the end of the day, it was just my team cleaning up.
And I mean,
You know?
that's kind of arguably part of the Vendetta job as well, is to pull attention. Maybe in the Vendetta case, you're looking to get some picks
Yeah.
off of the attention, but nonetheless,
Mhm.
you definitely succeeded in the pulling attention part of this.
Yeah, I expected only one of them to fall down, but I just saw them all like run at me. So I was yelling at my team, they're all looking. Go, go.
Fair
So,
enough. So, Dusty, do you
And
have
then
any
I'll,
questions that you want to ask?
yeah. How do you feel about the up and coming season?
um, very excited. Last season I was on Div 5
Yeah.
and something unfortunate happened, so I didn't really get to play a lot, but I am super, super excited to just run the season. Like I'm just excited to be here, just to play, you know?
Real.
Yeah.
We're excited to be casting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had the opportunity
So,
to redo one specific moment from the match tonight, what moment would it be and why? If I can ask you that as a question.
Um, Probably at the end on the last map, my first dragon, I think. Um, I think I should have waited more, because although I did dragon their Rhine, he pinned straight past it and no one else was behind him. So I don't know, at least from my perspective, I have no idea if I cut them off or not. I think I should have let the Rhine walk up and they played in the room on that door a lot. I think I genuinely should have just dragoned that room. We would have won that fight easily if I did that. But we we cleaned up. It was three of us. We backed up, and then I'm surprised they didn't cap. Asian literally coach gunned onto it and clutched the cap. They would have capped if he didn't.
yeah, the pin on the Sigma.
The pin on the Sigma was very scary. I was not there yet. I wasn't fully in the fight.
All right. Any other questions for you, Caustic?
Uh, okay, I'll give one more. Just considering I did
Oh
ask if you
my
could
goodness,
redo.
crazy.
Just considering I asked if you could redo a moment, I'll kind of do the reverse. What part of your performance tonight are you personally most proud
Um, I think my Vendetta is definitely my strongest character this season, and it would probably be on the second objective whenever I want to say we didn't grab, no. I used my left shift and I basically pinned three of them against the wall and I was spinning them. They were all one health from it and we cleaned up that fight really well. I think that was probably my best play.
of? All right, fair enough. Well, thank you, Jugs, for joining us for this MVP interview, and I will send you back so you can rejoin your team and celebrate a little bit after your match win. So have a very nice day.
Yeah, you too. I appreciate it.
No problem. And that is going to do it for the matchup tonight. Andromeda Horizon will take the victory in a 3-0 fashion and talk about a season opener for Nebula Season 2. But I have been your analyst, Caustic. Joined with me has been your play-by-play caster Dusty, and
What?
we will see you